Good evening, good day, good morning, wherever you are. I hope you're well. This is your Sensei Al Bob coming to you on your channel, Dreamy Dreamland with Sensei Al Bob. This is one of our shorties. I'm out in the middle of the woods. I have very little bandwidth. So I just want to make a few comments about what's going on. Remember, don't believe a word I'm saying. So we're seeing right in front of us the picture. No longer is it even, jokingly, obfuscated by the illusion. It's straight up. Donald Trump is, one of the blessings of Donald Trump is that he is showing us exactly what we got. We get the religion, the politics, the world we deserve. And if we're not involved, if we're not coming from the space of love's co-creation, well, we're going to get the illusion. But it's, World War II definitely showed us what the illusion can bring us. And Donald Trump is manifested by the Hidden Hand. The Hidden Hand is a transnational entity based on three legs. That's why we had the Trilateral Commission. Go look at, and he gave us Jimmy Carter. He gave us Bill Clinton. He gave us Barack Obama. And in between we got the neocons, right? And they're all the same thing, they all represent this fascist corporate state. That's a transnational oligarchy. It's not coming from any one country. It's not the Russians, and it's just, and Donald Trump, fake news, straight up. It's always been fake news, since they learned to put cuneiforms in mud and, make papyrus scrolls, so it's all written down. It's all, a done deal. Shakespeare said, we're just actors on a stage, pawns in a game. But we do have this thing called the free will, and we can step up and be love's co-creation, Love's co-creation, which is all there is, the grand creator, basically wanted, it first had a hegemony, run by Lucifer, where it was all run nice, codified in a book, and everything was great. But, Love's co-creation got a little bored. Kind of wanted some skin in the game. Instead of just these pawns, we were enameled to have a free will, so we could choose to love God. We could choose, or not. And that's the little game that we're playing out right now. Lucifer got really pissed off as a petulant little child, and got so mad we had the Big Bang, and bingo, we went from having a totality to a linear universe, right? And that's all an illusion. Our whole universe is an illusion, right? So all we have to do is love each other, to be empathetic, to be understanding, to be, generous, right? Graceful, and that's all we got to do. Really, that's all we have to step up to, right? And what we're looking at right now is, Pompeo et al. Are these, Christians, and they're not even Christians, as Gandhi said, I love Jesus, I just wish his followers would be like him, and, Buddha, same way, and, Vishnu, and, the Hebrew nation. I mean, all of these expressions of religious understanding, when it comes from the heart, it's great, but otherwise it's a business plan. Christianity, which has an outgrowth of the Roman Empire, and went from, the Republic to the Empire to the Holy Roman Empire, right? And right now we have these three legs. We have the Vatican City, which is, has total autonomy from Italian politics, the City of London, total autonomy from, England, from, whatever their political structure is. And, Washington, D.C., go read the Act of 1879, I think it was, where they started the District of Columbia. And those three, the Vatican City runs the spiritual nature of the Hegelian Empire. The city of London does the banking, and D.C., through the Pentagon, does the warring. And that's all the United States is today. Whatever we export is, you know, an element of war. And people go, oh, the government, Ronald Reagan started it all up saying, government is the biggest problem. Well, come on. He's, oh, the government can't do anything. Well, this little smartphone that I'm talking to you over was 100% paid for by your tax dollars through the Defense Department. It all comes from technology developed to run the keyhole satellites, the internet, straight from the government, you name it, the government has done it. But it's not the U.S. government. It's the corporate government. And our military forces are being switched over from the soldiers that we take great pride in to basically mercs, turning war into mercantile expression. And because we've given corporations the constitutional rights of individuals, when corporations do things, you can't do a Freedom of Information Act to find out what is private information. So when all our killing, all our warriors are mercs, coming from people like Blackwater, you're not going to find out anything that's going on, right? Especially when they start whacking people from drones in the United States. Now, nobody watches this channel. I'm not really a threat, but I am a great asset to the corporate structure because within their satanic rule, they kind of have to tell the peons what they're doing. And guys like me, Jimmy Dore, dark journalism, truth, stream media, people like Joseph P. Farrell, Catherine Austin Fitz, Linda Moulton Howe, all these people are telling you what's going on, right? And then the others that stuck in between the disclosure clowns and the really, really, really pissed off people like, StopTheCrime.com and others, they are all bit players, and so am I. But I serve love's co-creation. I'm here to try and get you to understand your own free will, that you have to make these decisions yourself, right? Okay, so it's 8 minutes, how time flies. So I'm going to try and get someplace where I can do a nice live chat because they're really good and you guys are stepping up. And I love you all, and stay well, and I'm going to try and put this up now, okay? Okay.